Hello and welcome to another video. So, the other day I decided to take a trip to Obatake. Obatake is a station on the Sanyo line, the line which links Kobe and Shimonoseki. The station was opened in 1897 and until 1976 it was the gateway for the ferries to Hiroshima, which is a fairly large island just off the mainland. With the building of the Hiroshima Bridge, which was opened in 1976, however, this ferry service was abolished. Anyway, heading towards Obatake from the east, from the Iwakuni area, the view from the train is out over the calm expanse of the inland sea. It's a wonderful view. And what's more, Obatake Station itself is right on the coast. In fact, from the station platform there's an excellent view out over the Obatake Seto, which is the narrow stretch of water that separates the island from the mainland. This is the strait over which the bridge was built, not far off 50 years ago now. It's only about 10 minutes walk from the station up onto the bridge, from which you can get a great view, not only out over the inland sea, but also of the Sanyo line itself, heading east back towards Iwakuni. In fact, this is quite a famous spot for railway photographers. Of course, you can walk all the way across the bridge to Hiroshima too. I went to Obatake the other day primarily to see the sunset, and so I didn't bother going up onto the bridge. But I'd certainly like to go back again soon and maybe take some photographs and video. I always seem to find myself up on the bridge during winter, and it's really cold up there. But I suppose I might find some time to visit again in the next month or so, while it's still fairly warm. Anyway, between the station and the sea is a smallish space which was clearly originally a freight yard. Even now, there are still lines there, in fact. This was a great spot to just lean against the seawall, relax and gaze out over the sea. To the left you can see the Hiroshima Bridge, and to the right the fishing port in Obatake. The station itself is quite a large one, although it became unstaffed in 2022. There's been quite a noticeable drop in passengers over the past years, so I suppose this really couldn't be avoided. But, like so many other stations which have become unstaffed as part of JR West's cost-cutting measures since the pandemic, the station here feels quite desolate, lonely even, without its staff. On platform 2, which is nearer to the sea and also the platform for services towards Yanai, Tokuyama and Shimonoseki, there are signs, literally, of the connections you used to be able to make from here. Komatsuko is the port that the ferries used to go to. But somehow I can't believe that this sign is nearly 50 years old. I'd say the sign is more likely to be information about bus services from Obatake to Hiroshima. Still, I'd really like to know how old this sign really is. From Obatake, there's only one train an hour east and one train west for most of the day. There is a fair amount of freight though, which is good for photographs, especially if you're planning to go up onto the bridge. While I was at the station, I also happened to see this old diesel unit as it passed through. These trains aren't used on the Sanyo line, so presumably it was heading back to Iwakuni, or maybe even all the way back to Hiroshima, after an inspection or an overhaul or whatever at the depot in Shinyamaguchi. In the end, I didn't stay in Obatake as long as I'd planned, simply because it clouded over. And with the prospect of a sunset gone, there didn't really seem that much point in staying. But I will pay a visit again soon, partly to go up onto the bridge, and partly to take some photographs and videos of what will hopefully be a worthwhile sunset. I do hope you'll join me for a video of that. Anyway, that's about all for this video. Thanks for watching as ever, and I hope to see you in another video very soon. As ever, please leave a thumbs up or a comment if you enjoyed this video. Thanks again, and bye for now.